Did I just really restart my YouTube stream just by changing the name of it? Nah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. No way. Sorry, guys. That's so strange. I have no idea that how it works. I wanted to change the name of my YouTube stream and Twitch stream, so it's more accurate, you know. Because I'm doing Telemon Dreadnought, not Land Raider, and it just crashed. Damn, fuck me. Sorry, guys. I just let me know if the previous stream just got stopped because I changed the name, and I didn't know that that's how it works. To be fair, I'm using the Restream, so the software that is allowing me to stream on multiple platforms. So probably if I do just YouTube name change inside YouTube app, then maybe it would be a different result. But since I did it in Restream, then I guess it's gonna stop the stream. Shit. That was really cringy. What to do? I hope we are back. I just hope we are back on YouTube. Looks like yes, so. Looks like we back to business. Okay, so I'm gonna need a smaller brush to get to these recesses here, and maybe here as well. But that's gonna be it for the dry brush on the main body. And let's do the power fists. Just small touches. Here we go. I will wait for it to dry a little bit. It's already probably dry. Yeah, you are back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It's strange. I just changed the name of the stream and just everything went to shit. But we're back just for a few seconds. Probably different link, I guess, than the previous one, which sucks. That's fine though. I did the stream for a long time, right? Yeah, it's just 5 minutes or so. All right, so this is gonna be this place. Now let's take it out. You see, I have a magnet here, so I can switch between the guns as I like. Depends what I at the moment equipped them with. And they are, I think these are perfectly built to actually hold the magnets, right? I think they had it in mind that you might probably need to switch the guns if you want. They have like probably 6.5 millimeter hole, so I put 5 millimeter magnets, but fits perfectly. It's a really nice kit. You cannot do too many poses, right? Because it's pretty heavy dreadnought. There's not too much movement you can do. You can do quite a lot with hands, like in terms of how they are positioned. But let's be honest, these are very short hands. There's not. You don't want to do that much with these hands, anyway. These legs, though, they have less flexibility. Okay, so that will be it. Yesterday I painted my last jetpack. Nice! Washed it and everything. And today after work, maybe I'll finish it. I'll have full biker squad down. Magnetized is so cool. Yeah, magnetizing is so cool. Congrats. I'm really happy for your progression, because I know these bikes are quite a heavy task. So well done, well done. Very, very nice. So this is the, I will put some black paint in a second, but since I'm already doing dry brush, let's do some Aquilon Terminator. I just washed one because I had to go to bed. I was tired and I didn't have, you know, time to do more. So let's do just one. It's gonna be quick dry brush all over, and we will pick up some details later on. Also, I will do, you know, wash on all other guys. I have 3 more with these talons and fire pikes, so I have to wash them, and we will have them ready for tomorrow dry brush probably. There we go. Dzień dobry, widzę, że jest malowanie, moja ulubiona armia. Hello, Folko. Sorry, I will respond in English. We are trying to, you know, reach some new audience, if that's okay for you. I'm sure you are. You can understand everything. If not, just let me know. I'm happy to hear that. Custodes are your favorite army. These are my, maybe not favorite, but like second, third favorite army. I just love them because of the, you know, simplicity of painting and just getting into the army itself. Because it's really beginners friendly. You know, the miniatures are big. The miniatures have a lot of nice details that are easy to get with just dry brushing, right? And they look nice, and also they are. I think they are good. At least in 30k. I'm not sure in 40k they are good, but in 30k they are very strong. I have 2 times contemporary to build. Hello there, Jagger. Hi. That's fine for me, perfect, because they are my only one. Okay, I see. I guess. No, so if you started with Custodes, then I think this is the best way you can start your journey with Warhammer in general. Oh shit, I forgot to take some water for my cups. Just 1 second, I'll come back. The other easy army that I would recommend for anyone who thinks to start would be Necrons. They are a similar vibe, you know. They have like a lot of metallic parts, like most of the metallic parts. They have really huge line of models, and they are very nice. Quite easy to paint for the most part. Similar style, you can do similar style. You can just prime it with lead belcher, wash it with Noon oil, and then just apply iron breaker or something as a dry brush. That's from where did you get Dreadnought and Aquilons? From Forward. You've glued him on a smaller base. No, it's just blue tack. It's just blue tack. You know, because I prepared the bases already. They are painted. They have like 50mm bases. So as soon as I'm done with the Aquilons, then, you know, I'm gonna glue them there. So yeah, that's not glue, of course. I'm gonna do now the, let's see, I will find smaller dry brushing stuff. Smaller dry brush, this one. I'll try to apply the dry brush in these places that are not possible to get with another brush. Just, you know, the top that is actually visible. There we go. and some here as well. I cannot reach these places. Maybe I can take a little even smaller brush, just regular brush. I will make this dry brush technique with it. So let's not on this one. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a little bit of gold and just find this place. Here. Just touch on this place a little bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna apply black everywhere. That's gonna be silver, and where it's gonna be just black. I like to do black color under silver because it's gonna be easier to apply actual silver, and there will be no like see-through gold, and I will not need like multiple layers. All that stuff is gonna be avoided thanks to just the black base. And I think in general, you know, silver looks better on black than on gold. It's a little bit deeper. So I use a bottom black, and then I'm adding a little bit of water on the palette. I'm gonna do 2 thin layers on the black parts and just 1 thin layer on the parts that don't require. That's gonna be silver, of course. So let's here. So these ornaments, I'm gonna paint black because I will do it later on, just correct it with gold or silver or whatever. I don't want to bother like painting around that at the moment. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's easier to, you know, paint over it and just repaint it later. There we go. As you can see, I'm using pretty worn-off brush, pretty big brush. I don't care too much about details here, so I don't need like small, precise brush. It's all about, you know, covering bigger spaces here. Go. Until this moment. And this. Okay, so we have one shoulder pad. Let's go to another one. And again, this is quite watery bottom black. It's gonna be definitely covered 2 or 3 times probably. Just to get this smooth finish. 3 thin layers, or at least 2 up to 3 thin layers probably. Go. No, these deeper spaces. And down here. I might actually do the base as well. I mean, finish the base because it's all primed. And I applied already like 2 colors on it. So it's just a matter of dry brush and some tufts. So it's gonna be pretty fast, easy work on the base, and we'll have a maybe very fastly done Telemon Dreadnought. Okay. So that would be the first layer of black. The black is going to be here as well on these pipes. These are going to be, of course, silver, but as I said, must be based black for me. Maybe I'll take a smaller brush just to get to the deeper parts. I don't want to mess up armor with using this huge brush. Okay. Probably need to water it down quite a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna do these vents black as well. They are gonna be a base for silver the same way that I'm doing now. And it's hard to get there. The brush, and I think smaller brush would be similar. But nobody is looking down there, you know. Who cares? It's gonna be glued to the base. It's gonna be hard to look from down here. Is it actually painted in all the recesses or not? In the end, it's not a golden demon entrance. It's just a fun project to play with. By the way, I saw some videos yesterday that were talking about golden demon. We were looking at the entrances during the weekend stream with my brother on Sunday night. And you know, we were talking about all the winners. Maybe it was actually two weeks ago, not sure now. But you know, there was apparently some drama. There were artists that were very upset with the results of the Golden Demon, or not necessarily with the winners itself. They were upset that, for example, they didn't get the final spin or the like and like the cards that are applied to people who are gonna to get to next stages, like they have a chance to win actually. So some people were upset that they didn't get any recognition, and I don't know what to think about that. This you know, judging process is quite strange anyway. I understand why they are upset, and I understand if they, you know, they didn't get a trophy, that they still can be upset because they didn't, like, for example, they spent, I don't know, 300 hours of work painting something, and they are in the like last possible category, not even considered something interesting or notable or anything, right? Because they have like in total 4 categories. From down you start with notable entry, after you get the finalist pin, after you get some like some kind of, again, entry that makes it like to consider it to be considered to get the golden demon, and then actual getting golden demon. So there are like these 4 categories, and some of the guys, you know, with the work they provided, they didn't even get the first one, the like not noticeable entry, or like, no, I'm not sure about exactly the names, but so. And of course, the miniatures that they were upsetting about were amazingly painted. And they are just considering not to participate anymore. I don't know if it's interesting for you guys, but for me it was quite interesting, since you know, I know these conversations about who should win, who should not win, or like who deserves to win, are always tough debates to have, because in the end the judges are judging subjectively, right? If they like the miniature or not, like which one do they like more, like what kind of things that decide who's actually winning, who's actually losing, are done by a person. There's no like rules that, okay, you have to do this part to get to this point, like in other sports or events, right? It's all by subjective judgment between participants. Is it better than the other guy that also is participating? There's no like rule set, okay, you should at least comply to few things from the list to actually be considered top painter or anything like this. And also the variety of paint styles, like you can paint heavy metal, you can paint artistic, you can paint like very natural, or very like full non-metallic metal, or you know, there are many styles of painting, and it's really very subjective, you know, comparing all these styles. And if the judge likes more non-metallic metal, then of course he's gonna lean more into this non-metallic metal entries. If he likes more heavy metal style, then he's gonna lean into heavy metal painted miniatures. And in the end, it's a Games Workshop competition, so of course they like to see the heavy metal style quite a lot. As we could see, not all the winners were heavy metal, don't get me wrong, but definitely there was in some cases I would say there could be seen some preference towards that. And to be honest, I really like heavy metal style as well. So to play with the miniatures that looks like heavy metal, then this is one of my dreams. I think I'm trying to replicate heavy metal style, but honestly probably far away from what they presenting. Maybe in the future, you know, I'm gonna get there. Everyone have his own likes and dislikes. Exactly. So if you are participating in the competition that is based on someone's liking, not liking, you know, it can be that you're gonna get disappointed. But in the end, these are all, you know, very talented artists. They put a lot of hard work to their entries, and they are gonna still be noticed. They are gonna still be, you know, getting commission and all that stuff. Some of them, they have YouTube channels that they are creating like tutorials how to play things, how to paint things, right? So it's not like this winning Golden Demon changes that much in their lives. it used to be, I think, a little bit different since before, like Warhammer was less popular, and there were not that many competitions, painting competitions. And if you are winning Golden Demon or Slayer Sword, then you know you're actually one of the few, and the commission's just pouring in, right? Collectors just want specifically your paint job. But at the moment, you know, there's so many categories that you can win the Golden Demon in. The competition is been held for many years now, so there are multiple Slayer swords. Some of the guys, they have like tens of trophies, Golden Demons. So yeah. Sometimes you just need to get a little bit lucky. And honestly, when I was watching this video, you know, some of the very good painters stream for a few guys in the morning. Yeah, maybe you can find some. Not me though, not me. I'm just a regular painter. I'm good for you guys. I'm happy with that. But if you want to, you know, learn how to paint for Golden Demons, then I mean, I don't, you know, recommend switching to another stream, but with me, maybe we can learn together. And after 5 years or so, we'll reach this level. Painting. Let's add some black into the deeper recesses that I couldn't reach with my big brush. This one, maybe somewhere here. Cool. And what I wanted to add this, I forget this place completely. I wanted to paint something more. That is hard to reach. I found it finally. So these small pipes here can be silver as well. I should probably take a look on the original piece. How does it look exactly? Let's trust the process here though. Okay, I need to paint these vents on the missile launcher. They're gonna be completely silver. Ah, I know. The joints between legs and the body, I start to paint them black, but I didn't have the smallest. You're too modest now. I'm just realistic, you know. There we go. Maybe there can be more things that's gonna be silver. Just to, you know, change things up. I don't know. Let's do these joints. I think they're gonna be silver as well. Blacks will look good, but I think it's better to be consistent here. and keep just the armor, the shoulder part armor black, and the rest silver. Okay. Should be there more black places. Let's see the. Yeah. I like that 360 pixel Warhammer Star. You could turn mini and see how it looks. Wonder why that took it away. No, they have some of the minis still they have this feature, but Telemon does not, because I was checking. I wanted to see some places how are they painted, and Telemon does not have this feature. But some of the miniatures definitely they have still the possibility to turn them around. Let's paint these small joints black. Can I get there? Kind of. Okay, cool. And I will paint black these guns. They are gonna be silver or some metallic color, so should be fine. For example, I was checking the Proteus tank that I'm painting, that I'm calling Venerable and Raider, but it's actually a Proteus from 30k, and it has like 360 view, I think, as I remember. Let's add some more black paint because it's finished on my wet palette. Okay. I don't know what's the name exactly of these weapons, and if they are built in or you have to, you know, buy them. I don't remember now. But I think you can have like one power fist, one gun, or two guns, or two power fists. I think two power fists just give additional attack, which is like pretty meh, since they have like already base 5 attacks, charge 6 attacks, then, you know, with two fists 7 attacks, two melee weapons, you know. I don't think it's actually that worth taking 2 fists. But that's why we have 2, so if I want I can take, and also I can use 2 Telemons. Both will have fist and some kind of gun. So the bases are covered. Where's the second fist now? This disappeared somewhere. What the fuck? Where's my second fist? Oh, okay, well, it was on the mini, magnetized to the mini. Nice. Stupid. Okay. After this layer of black, I will do the layer of black on the shoulder pads, the second layer, and see if there will be a need for the third layer. Probably yes, I would guess yes. While it's gonna be drying, the second layer, I'm gonna paint all the silver parts. And we will then apply third layer, and then when the silver is dry, we can apply wash over the silver. When the wash is dry, we're gonna apply dry brush. And these simple steps will make our miniature basically done. I will do some small details like, you know, these rockets. I think I can do some nice work on the rockets, make them a little bit more interesting, some shading and you know, color transferring. I will do the shoulder pads so they look very nice with stapling, glazes, and I will try to, you know, be pretty close to the original. That's on the Games Workshop website. I like how it looks there. There we go. Let it dry. Go back to the panels, shoulder pads. Let's take a bigger brush. You see there, it's just one thin layer, so it's pretty see-through. It's pretty bad finish. Although if I would use like thicker paint, then it would look bad as well. So let's use, okay, there's too much pigment. Let's use more water. I want the paint to be like milky consistency. And you will see the second layer will already give a lot. I prefer to, on these big areas, I prefer to do multiple thin layers. Spend a little bit more time than, you know, just apply one huge thick layer, and because then you have the finish of the after drying is not as good as thin layers. It's not a smooth finish. You will see the brush strokes. Okay, let's do this side now. There we go. Definitely gonna need 3 or even 4 layers probably. By looking at it now, it's possible 4 layers, yeah. That's fine. As I said, I'm happy to paint 5, even 5 layers. As soon as it's gonna end up looking good, I am willing to spend a little bit more time, because let's be honest, this you know, painting these huge spaces for the pads is not taking much time. It's probably more time to make it dry than actually paint it. Okay. There we go. Now these ones. Okay. Oh, and the back. Forgot about black. Not my black, just finished, so. And at the moment I don't want to apply a new drop, just because it's gonna get dry. Okay, so the second layer is done. It's already looking a little bit better than with one layer, but soon we are gonna cover all this gold from behind, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna look good. Now let's switch to some silvers and apply all the areas. Francois, welcome. Good to have you here, buddy. let's use this time crush metal from scale 75. So this one, crush metal, it looks very similar to Belcher. I want to use this one because it has a smoother finish. It's also easier to paint with. Because that Belcher, I felt like it's quite, quite thick paint. Let's not touch the shoulder pads for the moment. Okay, so first of all, let's go from down to up. These pipes here. Silver, then of course, I'm gonna apply non-oil. And then some iron breaker highlights. Pretty usual stuff, consistent with all other custodies I have. They should look like they are from the same army, since they are from the same army. Usually I like to keep everything in like the same manner. For example, maybe only army that would be a little bit different would be an Eldar army, because they have this aspect warriors. And usually aspect warriors, they have totally different armor. The thing is, with this armor, I'm not the biggest fan of Eldar aspect warrior armor. Like, specifically about the colors, right? They're super bright. They are like looking a little bit like toys. So, especially like, okay, fire dragons, like completely orange, super orangey guys. Striking scorpions, like, okay, I guess you're like an infiltrator scouting dude who is hiding in the forest, but this green is gonna be visible from the spaceman. Dark Reapers, which are not, they are only dark guys, I guess. The dark armor. Swooping Hawks, they have super blue armor. That's maybe less visible on the amazing blue sky in Caribbean Sea or somewhere, but not exactly in 40k gore, bloody wars. Banshees are acceptable, I guess, but they are also super bright. In general, full of bright and then densy colors. So I'm usually trying to apply some twist to aspect warriors. For example, my Dire Avengers, they have like black armor. The Banshees, they are still like beige or something, but much cooler beige. Closer to white, I guess. For striking scorpions, I have to think. Maybe I can do them like camo armor, camo green. Dark Reapers, they are black originally. I have to think if I want to keep them black, or maybe it's better to use some kind of dark blue. I'm not sure yet about these guys. To be honest, with the spiders, I'm just waiting for the new miniatures. And with the dragons, I'm doing the same. I'm not gonna bother buying old stuff. I had them, like I had the metallic, all the metallic aspect warriors, and I sold them because I really don't like to paint metallic stuff. The paint is very, like, it's not sticking well, even with the primer, even with everything. The details are not the same as well. Just wait till you see my elder. Okay. I always have problem with Retributor armor to cover with it, and so it looks smooth. They probably have invisibility technology, so they can afford being colorful. And I mean, that's true, right? Like at least based on the game, on the Dawn of War, they have these objects that are making them invisible. But you know what I mean. I just want to make them look a little bit more serious. Retributor armor is very thick paint, right? So usually you should not have problem to cover stuff because the coverage, well, I experience at least with my Retributor armor that the coverage is quite good. I don't need multiple layers or anything, but it's very thick. So probably you prefer to thin down with water and then do like 2 layers maybe. Because then, yeah, it's thick, it covers stuff, but then it is not smooth, you know. It looks rough. And that's the case many times with Leadbelcher and Retributor armor specifically. But important thing, and it's like a small trick, you know. If you're painting gold, I do recommend to base displays silver. It's different than silver to gold. Silver on the gold looks very bad. Paint Retributor over brown. Okay, so this is the thing. You can do over brown because it's similar on the palette color, right? It should actually add nice like warmth to it, and should that should be fine. But if you want to have like nice clear gold, then I recommend silver as a base color and then painting gold. Paint Retributor over brown, and to be fair, more than 90% of battles in Warhammer takes place in space. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I guess that's also true. I mean, you know, there are a lot of chapters with colorful armors. I don't have issue with like color armor. The color I'm using for my Eldars is also like very bright blue, very like, let's say icy blue. The problem is that I have, you know, these, I don't know how many, 6, 7 aspect warriors, and they are all different. They look like all are from different armies. They do not look like they came together to the battle. So we have, you know, orange guys, green guys, yellow guys, you know, blue guys, black guys. It's like Power Rangers. What the fuck? And I love Eldars, and Eldars are my favorite army. But I still can critique, you know, and I feel this, it's pretty valid critique, you know. I don't want to play Power Rangers. I always paint base with black. Let's try that. Yeah. I think, I mean, black, then silver, then gold. Try that, or black, then brown, then gold, and see which works better for you. Because both can can work. I like silver just because then you know that you are gonna get this shiny look. From the bottom, you will have this silver shining, and then on top of another shiny paint. So the effect is nice. If I would have some part of the mini that I would want to paint with gold, then I would show you. I have the palace, so next time when I'm doing palace, I have to correct some gold parts, and I primed this with silver, so I will show you how it looks using gold and silver. Elders give a bit of Power Rangers vibe, yeah. Exactly, I'm telling you. At least Aspect Warriors. At least these guys. Like even look at the Phoenix Lords. Right? There is like 6 guys, all different armor, all different weapons, and like a vibe. So we have red Power Ranger, Fuegan. We have green Power Ranger, Karandras. We have blue, Azurman. And of course, blue is the leader, right? Blue is the main character, let's say. We have okay, we don't have pink. But maybe we will get pink with spider, you know, web spiders, who knows. We have black Power Ranger with Magon Ra. We have white, I guess, with Jane Zar. Yeah, she's like more yellow, I guess. Baharat is the one serious one. He has like not that blue of a paint job like other Swooping Hawks. He's a serious guy, you know. His blue is actually nice blue. He means business. It looks like this I have the color. You know these big battleships for Marines? I think they also have some Hulk in the name. And they are usually, you know, described or, you know, shown with this kind of color. And I think they use the same color to paint. Baharat. Let's clean this brush. Eldars take thousands of years to train Farseer, but you can pick up a pair of binoculars and become one in a second. Okay. No, come on, they are much more powerful. First of all, they are less likely to get Perils of the Warp. At least that was the case, you know. Maybe their powers were, you know, normal, not as killy as the others. But they support their friends, you know. They give extra movement, they give extra save, they help to hit stuff like rerolls. So they are nice guys. And they are not dying from actually casting spells like that often. Usually it was more hard to kill Eldar with Perils of the Warp. And I think because they have these ghost helms, Ghost Helm gave like rerolls for casting. If you cast like Purse of the Warp, you could reroll and avoid it. I think it used to be like that. I guess my next Terminator will be Labrats. Wait, what? I don't get it. Ah, like for the gold, you mean? Okay, okay. Well, honestly, I would really recommend trying on some, some parts that you are not gonna use. Maybe you have a weapon somewhere that you want to paint silver, then gold, or brown, then gold. Just first give it a try, see how it looks. If you like it, then you can apply on the actual mini. But also, don't you use just a primer, Retributor Armor? If you use the primer, then you don't need to paint anything. You don't need any background, like any base color. You just go ahead and, do them gold straight away, right? And I think it's more time efficient as well. Priming gold, super fast compared to painting black, then painting silver or brown, then painting gold. It would save like 3 hours probably, just by priming them. And that's what I did as well. Like I just used can paint in a can, right? And primed everyone with gold, avoiding all the hassle of painting 3 colors just to get the base color and then cover it with another, wash, and then another dry brush color. At least I misunderstood your comment, and I might be wrong. Okay, so these pipes are gonna be silver as well. And let's add these vents here, silver too. You see the finish of the silver over black is very nice. I like it a lot. Some places maybe I'll need to correct these pipes under the chest. That's possible. Well, that's fine. And we're gonna nicely, patiently wait for the silver to dry. And then we're gonna apply null oil wash. Just check. Okay, looks good. Fine. You see, I think this trash metal is looking quite good. It's nice, smooth finish. Probably even better would be if I use airbrush, but that's fine. There is not enough like area to paint with airbrush here. Just use the brush. It's gonna be fine. Exactly, you should buy gold spray. It will save you so much time. Okay, so I think I was right about what he meant there. I think Retributor armor is like what, $10, maybe 15, and it's gonna last like for the whole army. easy. Probably like 2 armies, especially, you know, custodies are not big armies, so you can spray a lot of miniatures. You can be very efficient with them, with spraying. You know, just prepare a bunch of them, lay them next to each other on some cardboard, and with like one spray, you'll on one session you'll be able to spray like 100 of them. And if you have 100 custodies, then you know you have the full army and like more than one, so you'll be totally fine. All right, I think this is it. Like in terms of where I want to put the silver on the body here. Let's do this on the guns. There we go. I don't know what kind of gun is it. It's like thermal or anything. I have to read their stats, special abilities, to get a little bit better understanding. So maybe I will do some special, you know, interesting finish over the metal part. I like to usually do the like burning or like heated up metal where there is a flamer, like it was just shot. There's a very nice technique to achieve this nice final result. You have to use like yellow, violet, purple, I mean, a little bit of black and, you know, some glazing, and you can achieve very nice, interesting, very hot metal look. You should probably use the washes to achieve that, or at least like regular paints, but very, very thin down with Lamian medium. I have heard, but I'm scared using metallic coal. I rate it can fuck up something in airbrush, and I'm still new in the hobby. It's definitely more difficult to use metallic with airbrush. So, but if you were on the stream on Sunday, you could see that I'm using metallic with my airbrush. I was literally painting gold over my custodies with my airbrush, so it's possible, you know. Just, you know, you have to be patient because sometimes it clogs. There are these particles that are, you know, silver or gold particles that can block the vent. But you can clean it later on, so that's not a big deal. For me, nothing happened last time. You have to thin it down quite a bit though, right? When you're using any metallic, any paint, you have to thin it down. We're using airbrush, but metallic especially. So don't be afraid of just using the thinner and thinning it down. But definitely I would recommend more using just the, you know, primer. I can just, you know, since you're already painting your custodies with Retributor Armor Gold, you have the same gold, the same color, the same gold in the can, and trust me, you'll save a lot of time. And if you are already primed them black, it's not a problem. You can just spray over the black with gold, and you will have the same result. So also airbrushing is taking longer than just spraying from the can. Sorry guys. I remember, I think you put in the Discord that you have a lot of custodies still in the boxes laying around. So if I remember correctly, and you have that much custodies left, and just go to the shop and buy buy the buy the primer. There is literally no reason to not do it. If you had money to buy all of these miniatures, then just, you know, you can spare some money on the primer. Just shake it well before using. This is very important. Spend a few minutes just preparing the paint. To spray. You don't want any fuck ups, like any splashes and strange behaving can, as I had, you know. I think you guys remember the story. Okay, so I'm gonna do the black over the panels. Yesterday I sent the Jagger a picture, a few boxes I have, custodies have a few of them. Yeah, there we go. I remember, I think you posted on our Discord. There, you know, Christmas nearby. Maybe you can ask for Santa Claus to get you some Retributor armor paint. There we go. This is the third layer. And as you can see, it's already, the finish is already much better. It's possible I'm gonna need to use the fourth layer. That's fine. It's important for me. It's the most important is to get this flat black finish done as well as possible. So when, as I said, if I need to spend a little bit more time just applying more layers, then I am fine with that. This is in the end the main point of the miniature. These shoulder parts are, you know, really bringing up the attention. This is the first thing you look at after seeing Telemon Dreadnought. Two huge shoulder pads. So for me, it's important to make them as, you know, nice looking as possible, because then it kind of covers the rest of the paint job, if you know what I mean. So I have all of it, you know, dry brushed without many details. No non-metallic metals, everything true metallic metal. Simple techniques, and then these shoulder pads, super nicely done. It should cover a little bit that it's just a regular paint job. Like nice plus so will give you okay. Similar plus minus maybe give you a 0. And there's a lot of minuses here, then huge plus should equal each other. All right. Let's do these runs here. The inside. This side as well. Okay, they start to look You see this flat matte finish? I think this is what I need, what I'm looking for. I still need to paint some of the parts black, definitely, yes. Because there's like see-through gold. But I think it's gonna be my last layer here. So let's focus on this part especially. And we'll see what's the time today at the moment. Around 70 minutes. Most of the boxes was great gifts. Brush was gift from friend for my 40th birthday. Yeah, so you see. You can ask for another gift, just retributor armor in the can. I don't recommend to, you know, torture yourself with airbrush gold, or even worse, torture yourself with painting gold with the brush all over the bases. Oh. You know what to do. You know what to do. Okay, so let's give it a nice finish here. Hopefully the last layer. It's very important to wait for the area to be completely dry before applying the next layer. In this case, right? I mean, there are some cases where you want to wet blend, but usually it is like two different colors that you want to blend together. In this case, I really want nice black finish. No blending, no nothing. So first wait for the layer to dry, and then apply. The next layer. Okay, very nice. So from the front looks like it is fine. From the back, this side, a little bit more. Probably even in the camera you cannot detect that it's still something, you know, see-through. But from my perspective, definitely you can see a little bit of gold showing from the bottom, from underneath. All right. The runs are fine, you know, these are small areas that received a lot of paint. So let's, and already our Telemon start to look interesting. Very interesting. Let's, I remember there is some little small parts that could be either black or silver, probably silver actually. Now these parts here, it's easier to paint them silver than just black and do highlights, I think. Forget about this. So let's do the silver. There we go. The last part here. So what I can do now, I can put wash all over the silvers and just wait a long time for it to dry. First, I'm gonna do this part. This is like some kind of rocket launcher. I think in the name it has like bolter. So it has like eight shots at one volley. But I was wondering, how should I paint it? Should it, because the original has like 9s. You can see that it was airbrushed, like black and then gray kind of vibe. But what I was thinking is to just paint it gray sear, apply some kind of contrast over, so it goes into these recesses, and then paint each missile separately, some nice bright red color. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Basilican and gray maybe would be good here. Let's use first of all, let's use gray sear as our base. Because I don't want this place to be metallic. There's enough metallic parts here. So let's use something different. And it's gonna be multiple layers for sure to get a nice finish. Just apply it all over. This is quite thinned down paint, so I'm not too worried that it's gonna, you know, cover the details. If there's a lot of water, usually it's gonna dry and the detail is gonna be seen again. So I will do like a heavy contrast over that place, and then I will pick up one by one all the rockets and paint them, I think, like a base color silver. Maybe a little bit brighter silver than trash metal, maybe some kind of iron breaker or something. And after, I'm gonna use maybe Flash Terrace red. I really like this red, and when it's applied on silver, it looks very nice. Looks very nice. Just I should probably thin down this red Terrace red, so it's not, you know, that strong, and I still want this these rockets to be seen like they are kind of metallic finish into them. So when you do the base silver and then paint them with contrast that is diluted with contrast medium, it should give this feeling that they are actually like some kind of metallic red paint all over the tips. Okay, so let's make sure that all the recesses are painted gray here. That's the main thing here. We can probably start doing this stapling with red. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use burnt red from Vallejo and do the first layer of stapling to just check how it looks in the original piece, to see exactly where the red goes, like if the brighter red is on the top or the bottom. How does this look exactly? So, okay, pretty simple. It goes up. Bottom is darker, up is much more bright. We will do that. By the way, if you are guys not subscribed to the channel, please consider becoming our subscriber. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we are on whopping 237, I think now. after 4 years. So, you know, you're very close to get in 10 years 10,000 subscribers. If you are not following on Twitch, leave a follow. That's gonna be nice as well. And let's go back to painting. So I have this quite big sponge. I think it might be a little bit too big. No, I can do it. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a bit of the paint, remove the excess. I don't want heavy paint here. The main color, this is like the base color, right? And it's gonna be seen mostly on the bottom. On the top, it's just gonna be covered by other brighter reds. So I'm not that worried about covering all this place at the moment. And the bottom is where it's at. Let's see, can I reach this place? Kind of. Okay. There we go. Here is gonna be lighter red, so just a small touch. Let's go to the second shoulder pad. Similar job. All the way just to mark the place that it is gonna be red. And let's do the bottom part, going from nice dark black until this burned red. So when it's dry, I'm gonna apply a glaze to smooth the area. It was a suggestion by our chatter here, Francois, and it's a really good suggestion. He's made some nice paint jobs, and he's doing the big stuff. You know, he's doing a lot of nights, so he's using this technique quite often. And what he explained to me is that when you're doing this sponge work, the pigment is actually creating kind of a texture, right? Because you leave stumps. So when you create this kind of texture, it's not smooth anymore. This shoulder part becomes like rough. So to avoid that, you have to create a glaze, and after each of these staple sessions, like each stapling colors, just apply the glaze and do it again, apply the glaze, do it again. So this way you can actually avoid making the texture and still keeping the shoulder, this area, this flat area, nice and smooth. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna finish painting this shoulder pad, and then we're gonna switch. We're gonna create a glaze, so just a lot of water, big amount of water. I might even use Telemon medium, but I think water works fine. We're gonna use a lot of water and, you know, cover everything with this watery glaze. So let's take this distilled water on the side, and we can do the medium as well. Why not? Telemon medium. I love sponge painting. Yeah, me too. It's very nice and, you know, fun to do as well, because you can see the results quite fast. So burned red mixed with water, and a little bit of flame in medium, maybe even more. It's gonna be very, very thin. Finish here. I want to just change the texture of this paint job. And maybe it will, you know, smooth out the transition between black and burnt red just a little bit, but that's not the main idea. It's gonna do it on the side, let's say. So into the bottom, I want this more pigment on the bottom here, where the red is gonna be actually, you know, more visible, and the top is gonna be different, brighter red. So again, strokes into the bottom. I don't really wanna, you know, touch the recesses here. This connection between the armor and the shoulder pad. I think I can avoid that, to not get pigment into these recesses. And just give it a few minutes to dry. There's a lot of water, which means this is gonna be taking some time to dry. SpongeBob, yeah. Let's remove the paint from here. Okay. Let's give it a minute. And let me see, because I get some messages. Okay. All good. Let's apply though the null oil here, since it's already dry. I can do it safely on the hands of this dreadnought. So simple null oil stuff, just going into the recesses here. As you can see, just quite a lot of the paint. I wanted to get to the recesses and really show this break between colors. And we're gonna apply it to the joints as well. So here, probably not gonna bother with highlighting this stuff. You know, it's probably almost not visible at all. And heavy wash on these weapons. Oh, I actually see how it looks here. Give JW website, so I have some reference now. I just don't want to do a wash on the main body yet, just because you know, I'm turning around this mini. There's a lot of things that I'm, you know, a little bit afraid of touching and just smearing over the rest of the paint job, which would be not ideal. So let these parts dry on the side. Is this dry? Yes. This one is not dry, but when we're gonna start, it's gonna get dry pretty quickly. So I don't want to repeat the process with the same color, of course. So let's use Mephiston Red. My second second layer of the sponge work, the sponge ball. Good vortex mix. Actually, before doing that, I can do this because this is dry already. I want, I want it to be dry faster. Go. So when I'm done with the shoulders, then maybe I can already start doing this rocket launchers. There we go. Probably will need third layer as well, just to make sure it looks nice and covered. There's no gold stuff that's showing up. And we'll use basilicanum gray for the contrast to get, these recesses. Okay, Mephiston red. Here we go. Put on my palette. And we'll use the sponge again. This time we are trying to avoid the areas that are gonna be clearly burned red. So I think this area is gonna be like a transition area, and this is gonna be main Mephiston red area, more to the top. I don't want this bright red to cover huge areas. I just want it near the top. And the same situation like with burnt red. I don't need to actually go to the strictly to the top because it's gonna be covered anyway with Evilson Scarlet. So just the areas here. So the smooth transition into the mid of the shoulder part, which is gonna be the main area for Mephiston red, and then the top scarlet. Evilson Scarlet. So again here. There's gonna be transition. Okay. The middle one. And I still want some see-through of the black and the burnt red. In the end, that's the reason we are doing this kind of technique. It's to get this not perfect transition. It's not, the idea is to not get perfectly smooth like with airbrush transitions on purpose, right? Should be like used area that was shot many times, or I don't know, it's old looking panel. I'm trying to do the old looking gold, so similar here, I'm trying to do the old looking other colors as well. Nice. There you go. We're almost done with this Mephiston red. It's actually looking better than I expected. Like Probably I don't need to go that much to the top. We'll see about that though. Okay, so let's apply a, how do you call it? Glaze. This time I'm gonna mix Mephiston red with burn red, just to make this transition a little bit more smooth. And focus on this area. Go. I think I don't need to go that much down anymore, since it was washed already. I just want to reach the point where I actually touch with the sponge. And same thing here. Not going into recesses, covering all the panel to get the texture, to get more smooth finish. Okay, now back. For the final color, so Evil Sun Scarlet, I'm definitely gonna need to use smaller smaller sponge. I should cut probably some part. Because I want to reach this area that I'm painting at the moment. It's going to be difficult without a smaller, more precise sponge. So when it is drying, I'm actually going to use a third layer of grace here, because I want really nice covered area. It's not easy to get there because of all the missiles, but I believe it's gonna be worth it. I'm very curious how it's gonna look after applying this Basilicanum gray, because there are, you know, it's like, it's a little bit dangerous mixing different techniques, right? So far there's no contrast at all on this mini. There's sponge work, so I'm trying to do nice smooth transitions. There is dry brush and wash, but contrast not yet. And the only reason I'm hesitating is that it's gonna look out of place. We'll see about that. We'll see about that very soon. Start to look nice. Let's add this. See, guys? Not bad, not bad. We are close to be done. Not that close, but you know, we are getting there. So let's take Evil Sun Scarlet. It's our final color. Probably, if you are, you know, if you want really nice smooth transitions, then you can use Mephiston Red again. I'm fine with imperfections though. So I will not bother. So let's see. This part is looking okay. I guess we can find a better area. Maybe I can just rip apart this sponge. Let's see if I do like this. And then use this part. So this was my idea here, because it's pretty thin. Yeah, looks like okay. Should be perfect. Let's remove the excess of the paint. Focus on the top areas here. I don't want to touch the recess. I still want this, you know, black to be seen between the gold and red. And then this area is gonna be up to the top. Transition between Mephiston and Scarlet. Crimson Scarlet. Small touches. Okay. Now let's focus on these areas that are a little bit harder to get to. So closer to the gold, closer to the recesses. Right. There we go. Can apply a little bit more pressure here. You want this area actually bright. Probably gonna do a white sponge and then red again, just to, you know, make it actually very, very shiny. Okay. Looks fine for me. Maybe a little, I will try to do a little smoother transition here. But I think after glazing it, it's gonna be fine. All right. There we go. Let's do the second shoulder pad here. Start again with top of the panel, and more or less to the level of this middle of the panel. Yeah, I want to make us, you know, close to each other visibly as possible. Need to apply a little more pressure. Some of the areas. Okay, nice. And let's actually find these spaces. Nice. That's what I wanted. And I think the transition, let's add a few touches here. Sorry, I'm not, I need to be focused here. It's quite important part of the mini. I don't want to screw up anything. But it start to look nice. Yeah. Transition looks interesting. Let's do the same on the back. So, and starting with the first layer on the top here. Okay. I was thinking to do something similar onto the Land Raider, you know, like this type of sponge work. I think it could work, especially in this black area that I have next to the front of the Land Raider. But I think I was explaining, I'm a little bit afraid just because it's not flat, actually flat area. It has a lot of, you know, panels there, switching between different positions. So it might be quite tricky to do. Okay. Looks not bad, looks not bad. And let's do the last panel here. probably use a little bit more paint. So this is the reason I want to make these panels look nice and interesting. They will take away all the attention of things that are, you know, regularly done. And this one will take, you know, oh, this panel has nice transition. How did you use, you know, what kind of method did you use, blah, blah, blah. And I like the, you know, miniatures that have this one part that's very well done. And usually in the smaller miniatures, it's the head, right? If the head is made nicely, it can take a lot of attention. And most of the things you are actually gonna look at is gonna be the face, even if the rest is done normally. So here in this case, yeah, the shoulder pads are gonna be the thing. Okay, let's apply some wash. Glaze, sorry, glaze. There is a difference between glaze and wash. So this time I'm gonna again use a lot of water, some lemon medium, a little bit of the Sun Scarlet and Mephiston Red this time. And let's create some nice glaze to smooth the area. Maybe a little bit too much pigment there. Let's see. So let's avoid the recesses. And let's try to do the transition nicely. Focus on the area. The most amount of pigment should be in this central area where there is actual transition, right, between two types of red. It's called distraction technique, exactly. So once again, glaze, directing to the place where there should be the most amount of pigment. So this middle of the panel here, I can touch on the areas that are actually do not have neither of these colors, but it should get at least some kind of a nice blend. There we go. And we'll see how it looks when it's dry. The next color, I think it's gonna be a little bit surprising, although I probably said it before. It's gonna be white. Why it's gonna be white? Because it's gonna be a base for red. The red works very nicely if it's painted on white. So if you want very nice bright finish of your red color, apply it on the white. So you will see I will just target very top highlight with the white, and it's already going to be much different than when I paint the red on it. It's going to be much different than the red painted over a darker color. There we go, nice and shiny. Let's wait for it to dry. In the meantime, let's prepare Basilicanum Gray. Basilicanum Gray contrast. go. So there's a lot of pigment on the bottom here, as you can see. It's separated. It's quite normal. So let's use this vortex mixer inside. And you'll see already a lot of pigment. A lot of pigment is gone from this area, you see. There's still something on the bottom. So let's give it a little bit more mix. The best would be if I would have a metal ball inside. It would probably reduce the amount of waiting that I have to do. That's fine. I just want to mix it very, very, very thoroughly. Okay, we reduced the amount of pigment that's on the bottom. Not, unfortunately, not all. And there's still some. But you see, the color is basically this one already. Yeah, maybe with a little bit more shaking and mixing, we will get there. It's no problem. So let's apply it on the palette, so it's easy to pick up. And I will do this area and see how it's actually, does it actually look? Okay. It's okay, it's not bad. I expected a little bit different tone of this gray. A little bit more cold, I guess. Because this one reminds me a little bit of a, I think there's like a drab gray or something. But that's fine. We can use that. Let's just make sure that we painted all of the areas we want. You can apply heavy contrast, that's fine. In the end, all of this is just to target the recesses, the places where the rockets are going to fly from. When it's dry, I'm gonna apply this silver over all the rockets, and we'll see. How does it look? Better to keep them on sides, easier to mix. You mean like this? Like just keep them like this, right? Yeah, the problem is I don't have any holder, or it's just in my drawer. I need to organize actually something that is gonna keep my paints somewhere organized. But yeah, this is a good idea. Just keep them on the side, and then it's when you flip it, it's gonna be easy. Easy to use. Let's use this model called white. Stapling of just the top highlight. So put a little bit of a palette, small dot, and we're gonna use some small area here. Remove the axis. And you will see. I'm gonna target this top part. And after that, I'm gonna try to cover it with scarlet, Evisa scarlet. Because right now it looks not the best. should be fine. There we go. Okay, and the last shoulder part here. Okay, I will not apply any glaze on it. And rockets needs to have red tip, then they do more damage. Yeah. Of course they will have a red tip. Of course they will. Let's use this. Maybe some scarlet. Maybe this side. No, here, like this. Something small, you know. Some small area, actually. This sounds good. Let's see if I can target all the white that I've painted. It's not gonna be a huge difference, let's be honest. But it should be quite visible, like in the picture or something. There we go. Just really nice, bright, highlighted area. I did this in my Palace graph tank, and I think it worked well, as intended, basically. Okay, nice. Kind of too much, I think, but we're gonna glaze it because I think there will be quite bad texture there. That's okay. Trying to avoid this golden part that's already painted as much as I can. But unfortunately I didn't fully. I'm gonna need to correct this part. And let me just make sure that there is no white that you can see. Actually, there was some. And here. Nice. So I will apply glaze now, once again. And this is gonna be the shoulder pads. Almost done. You see these areas, you know, these ornaments and some screws. They're gonna be painted, of course, with gold. But first, let me do the glaze. Just a lot of water. And let me medium. And let's go. Just the final touch of the glaze in this area. Okay. Now here, same. Trying to do it on similar level. Okay. Now let's give it a few minutes to dry. We'll see how it's gonna end up looking. It should give a lot, this painting, this gold. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna probably start with black, paint it all black as a base, then make it silver, and then the last layer will be gold. Maybe in the end I will apply some wash over that gold, like aggressive shade, and then do just small highlights here and there. Because if I apply straight up gold, I think it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good. Okay, so since stuff is drying, I can start doing the eyes. Let's pick up some super small brush, like this 000. Very nice red. Just add some transfer sheets and paint those gold lines, and it will look even more spectacular. Exactly, I'm gonna do that. I just need for the delivery the transfer sheets, maybe next week, next month. And that's the plan here. So for the eyes, I like to do first color burned red. The eyes are gonna be red as all my custodies, so nothing special here. They're pretty big eyes. So hope. Oh shit! I don't want to touch. Touch this. Still need to be very, very careful, but okay. So the first one is burned red. It's very similar to what I'm painting the shoulder pads. The second would be Mephiston red. Just going with the brush flow towards the center of the eye, avoiding the recesses. This is the key here. Okay, and just do the tip here. Okay. I guess it takes a very long time for a package from GW to deliver to Qatar. Yeah, it's like 1 month usually. Depends. Even with the DHL or something like that. It's sometimes can come faster, sometimes longer, but and it's a little bit tricky as well because you cannot actually order directly from JW to Qatar, right? You don't deliver. You have to do some trickery. Multiple delivery spots. But it's possible. It is possible. Let me see. I don't like how it dried. Maybe I touched something, but I don't know. It's like rough. There is actually texture, that there should not be any texture. It should be smooth. Maybe I used too much lemon middle. I should focus on less lemon middle and more water, probably. I will correct that. Definitely I need to make sure it's looking nice. Okay, now it's scarlet. Scarlet red. Okay, and the next one will be orange and then white dots. And we'll have ice. But first I need to do the repeat the glaze. Because I don't like how it looks at the moment. So water, and I will apply all over the place here. I really want this to be a smooth area. We'll see if it's gonna work. I think I applied too much lemon medium and very little amount of water. This is why it's causing this rough finish. And as a pigment here, I used burnt red, so it should darken everything a little bit, which is okay. This is just, you know, small layer of water with minimal amount of pigment. So we'll see. I'll not touch it this time. So let's apply the orange. I guess Warhammer isn't that popular there. No retails, hobbyist shops, no, zero. Of course not. Unfortunately, of course, but I don't think it is worth it. There's like maybe total 50 people that, you know, do something with Warhammer. And most of them not regular, maybe like regular guys, it's around 15. 20. 20 is pushing. So definitely not worth to to make a shop for 50 people. And there's one, I think, in Dubai. Some hobby shop with Warhammer. But I will not go to Dubai just to buy some Warhammer. I can wait. I'm a patient person. Shit. This water didn't help. Actually. What the fuck did I do? Why does it look like this? Probably you cannot see it on the video, but in real life, this area under the light is like, it's not smooth, it's not, you know, clear. Very strange. I don't know. I guess this is because of the glazing with lemon medium. I should not do that. But this is, you know, it's a mistake. The next Telemon Dreadnought, I will not do that. So I've painted with orange, with cross layer orange, the tip of the eye here, and then I'm gonna use white dot in the corner. At least I will try to use white dot in the corner. Nice. And then another white dot on the other eye. There we go, and the eye is done. Let's see if I can show you from up close. Maybe even now you can see under the light that this area is not really flat. Not exactly flat. It's a little rough. This is weird. Okay. Well, what to do? I will apply again layer of water and a little bit of pigment and try to rescue it. This time I will use Mephiston red and clear water, distilled water, just all over the place, making the glaze. Maybe in the end, when I apply varnish, you know, it will help. Not sure about that though. It is not that, you know, severe. But it bothers me a little bit. So when it's dry, I will see after it's dry how is the result. Very curious about that. I know that what you mean. Probably after applying transfer sheets, it won't be that noticeable. You can use Storm Shield or Ardo Coat. It may smooth it out a little bit. Hard coat, yeah. Okay, I'll see what's that. Okay, let's focus now on these rockets, and I should actually soon finish. I'm already painting over 2 hours. But let's do it. We don't have much time, so let's focus. We'll do Iron Breaker. Very nice silver, pretty bright. I don't want it like as bright as Stormhost silver, so should be just enough. And so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna paint oil, not a null oil, over silver areas, and then I'm gonna finish the stream because I need to go to prepare because I'm going to work soon. I started much later today because I was working till 2 a.m. So I took a little bit more time to sleep. Finally got good rest. Finally could sleep whole night without, you know, without the running nose and the shitty stuff that I used to have not so long ago. So each rocket individually touch of the Iron Breaker. Też miałeś tyle jazdy, by spasować wszystko, czy trzeba normalnie pilnika na prąd? Yes. So he's asking if I had a lot of problems to assemble things. Yes. Let's be honest. These miniatures are not, especially Forge World, right? These are casts. They are not done like plastic stuff from JW. So you have to actually do quite a gymnastics to fit some of the parts. I think in Telemons I don't remember because I assembled them quite a long time ago. But the nearest, let's say, Palace, I think I had quite a big problems to fit all the things. similar stuff. Now, from the bottom, assembly is a nightmare. All the parts around his head are, yeah. And if you see it on it like in person, probably you see some not perfect, not perfectly glued stuff. I like to use the knife just to, you know, cut out the things that are not necessary. But it again, it sometimes depends the cast. This is like, you know, I don't know how exactly they do that, if they are actually do it manually. They do the cast manually, but maybe. Okay, so already with the silver, it looks nice and shiny. Red rockets more damage. Yes, 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 I remember. I'm on it. Actually, I am on it. So, look. Thank you, guys. There we go. Let's see on the base. I have the base somewhere. I prepared 2 bases. Right, this one and this one for both my Telemons. So I have to decide which one is on which. I think I was doing this here. Something like that. Actually, this should be probably front. Would be more interesting. Like on the side, I'm not sure. Or maybe this was the one. Maybe something like that. Just need to find a place that he can actually stand still. Maybe this way. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not sure if I want this rock actually that much in front. It's not taking away tension from the mini, you know. Maybe this way it's a little bit more interesting. Ah, you have 2 tele, yes. So both of them, they are gonna be similarly done, you know. I should probably take the second one to see which one fits better to which base. But maybe this one's, you know, it's not bad. Anyway, I'm not gonna glue this to the base yet. So right now I'm gonna do 2 things. Null oil over all the silver areas, and I'm gonna do the red rockets, and I'm gonna finish for today. So null oil, quite a lot of it. There you go. And let's do it straight in the back as well. Okay. And now these huge pipes. Again, a lot of wash here, just so it can get to all the recesses necessary. That was hard to get with the actual paint. Okay. Second pipe. It's gonna be highlighted or dry brushed after with iron breaker when it's dry. But I'm actually very happy with the break from Land Raider. See, you can do vehicles pretty fast. Because this Land Raider motherfucker, it's taking me so much time. I'm just not experienced, and I don't know. Maybe I tried to do too much there. I spent the same amount of time doing this one last cannon that's on the side, like I spent for doing full Telemon Dreadnought. It's ridiculous. And I still have second side sponson with last cannons to make. Oh shit, okay. There's a little bit of red here. I probably did a sponge job, not necessarily in the right spaces I want. That's okay. I'm gonna dry brush it with iron breaker. It's not gonna be visible. Okay. And we are almost done. There are these pipes here and the vents on the rockets. And we are gonna switch to red terrace. Sorry, flesh terrace red. Mix it with a little bit of contrast medium. To not make it so, you know, bright, and I want it a little bit more see-through. Okay. This looks good. Yep. So now we have to let it dry. And edge highlights take time, yeah. This is my nightmare. I mean, yesterday I had a good day. You know, I was actually, you know, pumped to paint these highlights. So, not gonna lie, the effects that the final effect was also good, and I was happy with it. So, not that big of a deal. But it's just tiring, you know. I wanted to do something more light, easy, no details, no highlights. You see, I didn't do any highlight here, which means that probably I should know. Flash Terrace red. I think this color is gonna fit nicely. Let's take some contrast medium. Yeah. And we will make red rockets. 50-50 contrast medium with Flash Terrace red. Okay, so let's see. Yep, it's fine. Let's see if I can apply a little bit more. Yeah, these are bloody rockets. I like this color. You can still see that they are metallic, but they are looking like red metallic. It shows the whole point here. Nice. Okay. There's a lot of red now. I will do a silver highlight on these rockets. Like a tip of the, tip of the rocket should be silver. Because now it's a lot of red. A lot of red everywhere. Rockets, shoulder pads, eyes, red everywhere. I need some contrast. Some cold touch. I mean, the cold touch will be the base. And the base, when I dry brush it and everything, is gonna be looking like a cold, strange planet with blue and violet ground. But I think I'm happy with how it looks at the moment. I have to see the original. Yeah, I mean, the original is very similar. This part is black, whatever. I think when I apply here, these details, it's gonna actually make it a little bit nicer to look at. Okay, so these parts are drying. I'm gonna, dry brush everything with iron breaker. Yeah, so this is the result of today's paint job. It was already, washed, but dry brush and everything else was done here. Here I'll do the gems the traditional way, so very, very bright, light silver and then blue. Same 2 gems here. I don't think there are any other gems. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think there's any more. So that's quite a nice, easy job. Thank you guys for coming today for the stream. I hope you like it. It was something different finally. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you will join me tomorrow. Tomorrow, similar time, maybe a little bit earlier than today. We're gonna try to finish this guy and put it on the base actually. We'll see if we have time. I will start doing this Kiln Terminators, maybe a little bit of Land Raider as well. Thank you so much for coming, and hopefully you have a great day, great night, wherever you are.